My tower is going to be bigger than your tower, Aaron.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This is the biggest Oreo. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
What's up, guys? Happy Friday. The Cookie Monster has hit headquarters, and we are so excited for this show because we've got some delicious recipes and cookies. I love cookies.
Guys, it's Cookie Friday. Happy Friday. We are excited because Aaron and I both have such a sweet tooth, and we both just love cookies. And I know our viewers out there love cookies as well, but I have a really important question for Aaron.
What you got?
Aaron, I went to the store. I looked through the cookie aisle. So many of the packages for these cookies use the word thin. There's Oreo thins. This is my favorite one. These are thin stirs.
Thin stirs.
Now, I'm no scientist, but when I read the word thin and when I read the word thin stir, I think if I eat this, I will become thin.
Huh.
So the question for you is, can I eat all these cookies and be thin?
You know, you're probably not the only person that has that question because there are so many packaging traps that get you fat. And so, Di, I'm so happy you brought that up because that ties in perfectly with healthy cookies and what we're going to talk about today. But there are so many companies that just try to take advantage of great real estate like thin Oreos and bite-sized thin stirs, reduced fat. And so we're going to go over the 3 packaging traps that get you fat.
I'm telling you, you read the word thin, you start to feel really good about yourself and you buy it, guys. So like Aaron said, we have got number 1, we've got an awesome recipe. You guys know how much I like coming up with protein cookie recipes. Guys, I think I know I say this a lot. This could be my best protein cookie recipe yet.
It's good. It's real good. And it tastes just like a mint Oreo or a thin mint. Absolutely amazing, but it's packed full of protein and doesn't have a bunch of the toxic ingredients you would typically find at your grocery store.
Exactly. So guys, these cookies are less than 60 calories. They have very, very little sugar. They're vegan and they are full of our true lean protein.
Boom. Can't get any better than that.
Yes, guys, my name is Diana Coulion. I am the recipe hacker. Cookies are my jam. I have started baking, I started cooking because I love sweets so much. And so that's why I have such a big smile on my face today because we get to talk about cookies and play with cookies and really give you a better option than this stuff that you find at the store. We get to give you a recipe that's just full of the nutrients that you need, the awesome muscle building protein that you need. And so I'm just excited to get into this recipe.
What's up, guys? My name is Aaron Alejandrino, Vice President for True Lean Nutrition, a company that is focused on your fitness, your fat loss goals, but also helping you hack your habits so your results become automatic. And I'm absolutely so thankful to be part of this dynamic duo with Diana because we can hack your habits and hack your recipes, and then your fat loss and your fitness goals just happen. It's like magic.
It's awesome, guys. And rest assured that every recipe that we bring to you, and especially these Thin Mint protein cookies, have amazing, amazing flavor. The flavor that you're looking for when you buy these packaged cookies, you are going to get in spades when you make our protein cookie today. All right, Aaron, I know you always have steps for us.
I've got steps. I like steps. Steps are easy to follow. But before we get into the steps, I want to tee up the trivia questions for today.
Yes.
Because if you pay attention to the trivia questions, you could win a free jar of the protein. We're also giving away protein to our viral sweep winners. But the trivia questions are, what are the 3 packaging traps that get you fat? That is trivia question number 1. So pay attention. We're going to share all those details with you. And then the second trivia question is,
what is our habit hack of the day?
The habit hack. So the habit hack and then the packaging traps. Those 2 questions, we're going to share those answers with you in just a second, so make sure you're paying attention.
So guys, the protein that we are using in this vegan cookie, this is one of my favorite proteins, I think because it's so creamy, but this is our vegan plant-based chocolate brownie. There's something about this protein powder that
Rich, thick.
just even mixed with water, it's so creamy. And you'll see that it's so good in the cookies, which you always see me using the whey protein, but we're using the vegan protein today and it turns out really good. Okay, so I want to talk about these packages.
Let's talk about it.
Because I went to the store, I walked down, guys, the cookie aisle, it's almost like going to Disneyland.
It is. It captures your attention with bright colors and the right words that get you hungry and excited. But they're not exactly speaking the truth on the front side of the package.
When you read them, guys, it's almost like there's more benefits listed on these cookie packages than when I look at protein bars or when I look at our packaging for True Lean. Like, I know this is good for me, but when I read these, I'm like, that must be good for me too.
Absolutely. And you would think so because of how much time they spent trying to convince you that thin means you're going to get thin, even though the ingredients are not that healthy for you. So the first thing you got to pay attention to, step number one, your first packaging trap, is pay attention to the buzzwords. Just because it says thin, low fat, reduced calorie does not mean that it's good for you.
Can we look at some of these for buzzwords? Because there are so many. So I just love the marketing on this, the thin stir. Because again, when I hear, like, if someone called me a thin stir, I'd be like, thank you. Thank you. But if you look at the back of this one, I mean, this is, again, almost like our packaging where we list off the great stuff. Look, guys, there's no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. That's great.
That's awesome. But that leads right into step number two. Step number two for staying lean when you're shopping for cookies is if it has refined sugar or processed ingredients in it, it's not good for you. So you need to look at the label, look at the back, and see if the number one ingredient is sugar, bleached flour, or cornstarch.
Okay, and there are so many different names for sugar. And I found this back when I first started getting into healthy eating. My mind was blown with how many different ways refined sugar can be put on the back of a label. So if we even just look at a few of these, so this one just straight up says sugar, but I want to see because there are different names that, I mean, high fructose corn syrup, that's a big one.
That's a no-no.
Yes. There are other names on here when I know we haven't had a chance to really look at all of these.
I really like this one. This is my favorite. It says 40% less fat in bold on the front, 40% less fat than compared to the leading fudge and marshmallow cookie. So, guys, just because it's 40% less fat does not mean that it's healthy for you. You need to get in the habit of looking at the back.
Looking at the back is really important because they put all the buzzwords on the front to distract us.
Yes. Which goes into number three, the third step in staying lean when you're grocery shopping for cookies, or if you're gonna make your own, that third step is make sure you pay attention to the function, not just the flavor. And so when you think about all the ingredients in the back of the cookie box, if it's just carbohydrates, just sugar, and no actual function, no macronutrient that boosts your metabolism, builds lean muscle, then it's not good for you.
Function, not just flavor. And I think that's the perfect segue for me to start telling you what are in these healthy cookies here, Aaron. So I'm gonna go through the ingredients and I would like you to tell us the function of these ingredients. So the first ingredient is 2/3 cup of rolled oats.
Love that. So you got a slow digesting carbohydrate. It's not going to spike your insulin like traditional bleached flour that you're going to find in the cookies. That is a great base. So if you're going to have carbs, find a carb that's good for you rather than something that's processed and just going to end up as cookies around the midsection.
Okay, so we've got some good carbs. Now we have 1/3 a cup of our True Lean chocolate brownie vegan protein.
The chocolate protein not only tastes like a milkshake, it is a great way to cook, but then you've got clean protein that is going to boost your metabolism, fuel lean muscle, and keep you on your fitness and your fat loss goals. You got to have protein in your diet. So if you're going to eat cookies, make sure they've got protein in them. Otherwise, you're just going to sabotage your diet.
I don't think any of these cookies have any added protein.
This one's got a half a gram.
Half a gram.
Yeah, half a gram.
That was on accident.
Yep.
Okay, so far we've got good carbs and we've got some really good protein. Okay, guys, now to add some more flavor into our Thin Mints, we've got a 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. So there is no sugar in this, and
unsweetened cocoa powder has got antioxidants. It's a natural sweetener. It has got so much rich flavor. It is a perfect way to mix up in the cookies. Makes you feel like you're eating something decadent and rich that is bad for you, but is absolutely not.
Awesome. Okay, so now we're moving on. We have 2 tablespoons of coconut oil.
Okay, so we have healthy fats in there. A lot of the fats in the back of the cookies are in the box cookies are not the kind of fats you want to have in your diet. You do want to have some healthy fats in your diet. Helps your brain work, helps your body work, helps your metabolism work. But the stuff in the back, if you can't pronounce the name, you don't want it in your body.
So guys, we've already have healthy carbohydrates, healthy protein, healthy fat, and antioxidants that we've put into our cookies thus far. Okay, guys, we have half a cup of our granular swerve. Yep, there it is.
Swerve.
Which this has no grams of sugar, and it is a wholesome sweetener.
Love that.
And actually, I believe that sweeteners like this can actually help lower your blood sugar. You're the science guy. I heard that somewhere. I probably should check with you before I say things like that.
It's not going to spike your blood sugar levels like traditional sugar.
Even.
You need to keep it more balanced because you're not going to go through the up and down spike from eating a traditional sugar.
Okay, guys. Now the second to last ingredient in our cookie dough is half a cup of unsweetened almond milk.
I love that. So no added calories in there, no extra fat, and no sugar. Most importantly, all these cookies, even though they say low sugar, low carbs, low fat, they're packed full of refined sugar that's just going to spike your insulin. It's going to go right to the midsection. It's not going to help you reach your fitness or your fat loss goals. So I'm going to share with you the habit hack.
Okay.
This is the most important thing. All these wonderful ingredients you want to put in your body, but if you really want to stay lean, you got to get in the habit of looking at the back if you don't want to get fat.
Look at the back.
Look at the back if you don't want to get fat. And that is the habit hack today.
I like that. Just paying attention to what you're buying because that's what you're going to put into your body.
Absolutely.
Being aware of the ingredients that are in the foods that we eat. That's awesome. Okay, guys, we have 1/8 teaspoon of sea salt and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda.
Now, you told me a lot about sea salt when you're mixing. It just brings out the flavor.
It does, especially in the sweets. It's very important. Okay, guys, and our final ingredient, I'm excited about this one. So instead of using a peppermint extract, I've actually gotten a peppermint essential oil. You can smell that there. It's very, very minty, guys. And I'm only going to add a few drops. So I have 1/4 teaspoon, and I'm going to do just a few drops here. I'm going to fill it almost to the top. But this is what's going to give it that thin mint flavor that we all love, that cooling mint flavor.
Every week that we make up these recipes, these desserts, I get so excited because I get to be the test dummy trying them out. But these are probably my favorites so far. They taste amazing. It feels like you're really cheating. I could put down the whole plate of it. I wouldn't feel that guilty as opposed to eating an entire sleeve of Oreos, which I've done before. Not proud of it. But if you're going to smash some cookies, go with the healthy option.
These ones. Okay, guys, so we threw everything into our food processor. We are going to blend it up. And I love how this is vegan. We didn't need any egg. It's just a very simple cookie dough, which I said when I posted this on my blog this morning, where it's almost like you read the ingredients and you think, is that even gonna work?
Right.
Like, how are they gonna stick together? How is this gonna work? Guys, it does. It's crazy. Okay, so we have our cookie dough all blended up. And so at this step of the recipe, guys, what I have done is you will take it out, you will put it in some plastic wrap, roll it up, chill it in the fridge for at least 10 to 15 minutes. The reason we do that, we put coconut oil into our dough. Coconut oil gets more firm when it's chilled. And so as we shape our cookies, having chilled dough is really going to help the process.
I love it. I love it.
Okay,
it's a great recipe.
So guys, I really try to do things pretty simply when I cook. And so, sometimes I call myself the lazy chef because I try to avoid extra tools and gadgets and steps in recipes. And so
you're hacking in the kitchen. You're making it simple so anybody can do it.
Yes. So guys, when you make a traditional Thin Mint cookie, the recipes out there will tell you to roll out your dough, use a perfect little cookie cutter. And I'm like, I don't have time for this. I don't want to get out a rolling pin. I don't want to then have the little scraps of dough and then you have to put them and then you have to redo them. It's like, no. I think we can come up with a more efficient way. So this is what I've come up with. And you guys also know that when we're making things with protein powder, it can be a little stickier than normal stuff because instead of all that refined flour, that refined sugar, we're using an actual protein, okay? And so because of that, you're gonna see my little trick here. So each batch is gonna make 24 cookies. So what I like to do is when I have my little log here, I'll cut it into 12 pieces, and then I will just cut each piece in half. And that's kind of how I gauge the size.
Looks like little blocks of fudge. And if
They
you can't
really
see it,
do.
if you're tuning in on one of our IG channels, we also have something simmering over here.
Yes, we will talk about that. That's going to be our topping because you know Thin Mints, it's a crispy chocolate cookie that's covered in chocolate. Right, guys? Okay, so we've got our little piece of dough. So you would have broken it into 24 pieces of dough. And you're going to make it a nice little ball. Guys, we've got parchment paper down on our cookie sheet. And I have my favorite wine glass here. And basically what I want to do is the bottom of the wine glass, that's going to be my cookie.
All right.
Okay, so we're not using a rolling pin. We're going to make this really simple. Got a little piece of plastic. So guys, I'm putting the plastic, I'm centering it over the cookie ball. And now I'm taking my wine glass and I'm just pushing it down until the dough expands to reach the whole circumference of the bottom of that wine glass, and you can see it is a perfect
little
thin mint, and they are very, very thin, guys, and that's okay. We really want them very thin. So we would do that 24 times, and guys, these do not grow in the oven, so put them as close together as you would like. Just a tiny, tiny little bit of room so they're not touching, but they're not going to grow in the oven. Okay, so we're going to go into the magic oven. And we're going to pull out. So we would put these in the oven at 350 degrees for 12 minutes.
Boom.
It's
not
12,
11, not 13.
12 is the exact right amount of time. Don't even look at them. They're not going to look any different than when you put them in. 12 minutes, then we're going to pull them out. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. Aaron, if you can reach down into our oven there.
Oh, it's hot.
Okay, so you can see, here we go. This is what it looks like when we pull it out. And the final step to making this our beautiful Thin Mint is to melt some chocolate. So
I'm all about this part.
We have a very special type of chocolate. We use this in a lot of our recipes. This is the Lily's stevia sweetened dark chocolate.
Again, no refined sugar,
Exactly.
no processed ingredients, but you've got a chocolate alternative that's got the fresh cacao, and then none of the artificial sweeteners in it.
And guys, once you start eating Lily's chocolate that just has 0 grams of sugar because it's sweetened with the stevia, your palate really adjusts.
Yes, and that is the biggest thing when you're adopting these new healthy habits or recipes in the kitchen. Just give yourself just a little bit of time. Your palate will adjust. All of these manufacturing companies, these big sugar companies are pushing these products in you, and they want you hooked on the addictive qualities of sugar because it keeps you coming back for more. But as soon as you switch over to something natural and healthy, your palate gets used to it and you start craving this over this because this makes you feel good, this makes you feel like crap.
Really, really bad. Bloated, low energy, just not good.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to show you. My tower's in my way. I thought it would fall by now, but it still stands, and it's just in my way. So I don't know if I should just knock it over. Like, knock it towards you. Like, oops. Oopsies. Okay, now it's out of my way, and we can move on. Okay, guys, so we have our cookies.
Cookies everywhere.
We took cookies. This is like a dream. We took them out of the oven. We let them cool down as we melted our chocolate. Guys, add maybe just a teaspoon of coconut oil to the chocolate. Okay, so this is my little trick because a true Thin Mint, you've got chocolate on the back, you've got chocolate on the front, you've got chocolate all the way around the sides. But you know what you don't have are big fingerprints on the top.
Now, how did you do that?
Yes, how did I do that, guys? And then at the end, I did a drizzle because I just like things to look pretty. Okay.
As me doing it, I would just take the cookies and dip them directly into chocolate.
Okay, so this is what I came up with. This is, it's a process. And please don't expect your cookies to look perfect because I think there's something just about just how a wholesome thing, it doesn't look cookie cutter.
Yes.
All
as
of
opposed
these
to
look the
something
same.
that's been stamped and branded, and you can tell that the inside guts are not made with love. It's literally just spit out of a machine.
Yes. So as much as we like it to look pretty, guys, we're okay with just the little,
imperfections.
Asymmetry is beautiful. Okay, so I transferred some of the chocolate to just a shallow little dish here. And the first step is to get the bottom of the cookie, okay? So we cover the bottom of our cookie. I know.
Looks good.
And then if you can get the edges a little bit as well.
A little shoulder swerve in there.
Right. You can wipe it. And then I take it over the pot here and I do the chocolate on the top.
Oh, man.
And again, you're going to have some extra chocolate that drips off, and that's good because we need to use that for the rest of our cookies. And then you're going to transfer it right back to your parchment paper. But you can see how fairly simple that was. Let's do one more. But yeah, it took me a little while to get the technique, but I'm like, you know what? If I do the bottom first.
So, Di, tell me again, we have 60 calories per cookie?
Yes, it's like 57 calories per cookie.
Okay.
And part of that's because they're so very thin. And really the ingredients that we used, again, it's incredible that this works and that is such a delicious cookie. I really hope for all of you bakers out there, guys,
This is a must.
Yeah, if you've been wondering, which of these recipes should I try? If you love the combination of chocolate and mint, must try this. Okay, so guys, once we dip our cookies, I would stick this in the fridge just for a few minutes so they get nice and firm. But then I would just come through and I would do a pretty little drizzle over it.
That's how you hide the fingerprints.
There we have it, guys. That's it. This is how you make it. Keep them stored in the fridge so they'll be nice and firm like this. Right now, these are really wet, so we would definitely have to chill it first, but then it's good to go. And you know what I'm thinking? I feel like we're always telling people like, this tastes good, but what if we had someone, like, why should they take our word for it? We have several people in the studio right now.
There's a whole army of people here.
There's a whole bunch of people in the studio. Will someone come from out of the shadows and
come hither,
taste a cookie and give us some honesty on what you think of our healthy, oh, it's Tyler. Guys, hello,
this
Tyler.
Is Ty Money in the house.
Tyler, we need your honest opinion. These are vegan protein cookies.
Very good.
Look at that face, guys. Woo!
They're soft.
Look at this.
Chocolatey.
Look at this.
Bomb.
Yeah, bomb. All right.
You heard it from Tyler. They are bomb.
Thank you, Tyler. See? It's not just us that love these cookies, but seriously, guys, if you take the time to make these cookies, please share with us, tag us, let us know how you like them, how they turned out, how your family liked them.
And what I love about these, Di, is it doesn't get us in trouble with the packaging traps that end up getting us fat. And again, just to cover those three, if you're paying attention, is you want to avoid the buzzwords. Pay attention if the front of the packaging says thin or reduced fat.
So I'm going to test you on the buzzwords, guys, because buzzwords are really tricky. And I feel like maybe we think we know what buzzwords are,
this is a good
maybe
one.
we don't, okay? So this one says certified organic.
Okay, so that makes me think it's healthy, organic.
Certified organic makes me feel like I should feed this to my kids. But if let's check the back.
Okay.
Right? Let's check the back.
Number 2 is if it's got refined sugar, it's not healthy for you. So the first 2 is don't fall victim to the buzzwords.
Yeah.
And make sure you look at the label to see if it has refined processed ingredients like sugar in it.
Okay, so guys, again, organic. It's got a cute bunny. Makes me feel warm and fuzzy to give this to my kids. And then, guys, they took it one step further. Now, when I look at the ingredients, the first ingredient is organic wheat flour. So there's that buzzword again.
Organic.
The second one is organic cane sugar.
Okay.
Now, Aaron, what is the difference between sugar and cane sugar?
Cane, the word. That's it.
It's the same thing. It's
same thing.
Organic cane sugar sounds healthier than sugar. But guys, it's the same thing.
It's still gonna do the exact same thing to your metabolism, to your fitness or your fat loss goals. So pay attention to the front, look for the buzzwords, look at the ingredient label. That is number 2. And the third one is the flavor not just, I'm sorry, the function, not just the flavor.
It has to have good flavor, but it has to work for you.
Absolutely.
Having foods that work for you. I want to do a couple more buzzwords, Aaron, because I think this is important. These are gluten-free. Makes it very clear on the front that these are gluten-free.
Okay, so what I love about the gluten-free, it is all about maybe the flavor, but there's zero function to it. There's zero high-quality protein, high-quality fats. It's just gonna be straight carbs.
Yep, so it's a flour blend.
Okay.
A flour blend that doesn't involve wheat, but it is
sugar.
And butter and sugar, exactly. Okay, so just because it's gluten-free doesn't mean that it's not still just really refined sugar that's packaged up
absolutely.
for you.
So that healthy habit hack is if you don't wanna get fat, you gotta look at the back.
Okay, Aaron, this one is made with real fruit.
Ooh, look at that.
It has no high fructose corn syrup, and it has 5 grams of whole grain
And made with real fruit.
per 29-gram serving. I don't know what a 29-gram serving is, but there's 5 grams of fiber per 29-gram serving.
So 2 cookies is the serving, and we've got wheat, sugar, bleached, enriched flour.
So guys, you're catching on. The first 2 ingredients are always going to be some kind of flour and some kind of sugar. But if you look at the ingredients that we used here, we had rolled oats instead of flour, which is a healthy carb, like Aaron explained. And then we have protein.
A vegan protein made with organic ingredients. It's one of the best tasting proteins you'll ever have, and it is included in a great tasting cookie.
Yeah. So guys, I feel just so happy to give you this alternative to all of these really, fun looking, excitingly packaged cookies that aren't going to serve you.
Love it.
Okay, so guys, Aaron asked 2 questions.
2 trivia questions if you're paying attention. What is the habit hack that will keep you from getting fat? And then what are the 3 packaging traps that will get you fat? So if you can answer those in the comments below, we want to reward you with the free jar of the vegan protein.
The vegan protein. Guys, if you haven't tried our chocolate vegan protein, it is so creamy. It's so delicious. And I have other recipes on realhealthyrecipes.com that use this, specifically brownies and chocolate cake. Guys, we have something exciting happening on FBBCapproved.com.
It is a huge deal, probably our biggest sale of the year. If you hop on over to FBBCapproved.com, use the coupon code DAD31 to save 31% off your entire order. And it is in honor of all of the rad dads out there for Father's Day on Sunday. But take advantage of it because a lot of stuff is already selling out and the sale ends on Sunday. So take this opportunity to stock up, get the vegan protein, get all of your favorite flavors.
I think 31%, like you've kind of gone crazy. Like, was that too much?
Too many cookies.
Was that too much?
Yeah, it might be too much.
Like guys, 30, where do you ever see 31% off high quality supplements like this? I was looking at, I'm like, I think Aaron went a little overboard this time.
You know what,
Can we pull the sale down yet?
Nope, we can't. It is sticking around until Sunday, and it's for all those rad dads out there.
I don't know. I might have to have it out with him. I'm thinking 31% is a little crazy.
It's a little crazy.
It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy.
Eat some cookies, get crazy. That's what we do here.
So guys, if you haven't tried our supplements, or if you have and you love them, get it now before I talk some sense into this guy and pull this sale down. I'll be the bad guy this time.
Not gonna happen.
I don't know. 31%.
And I think we're coming back on Monday, right?
We are. We have a really exciting show for you on Monday. So it's actually Aaron's idea.
I'm excited for this one. We're going to show you all of the sugary drinks you shouldn't be drinking if you want to stay lean on your fitness or your fat loss plan, and the alternatives that are going to be super healthy and keep you dialed in with your goals.
In doing a little research before Monday's show, I've been looking into the amount of sugar that are in drinks that you don't really think would be that high in sugar. Like you think, it's not the best for me, but when we really break it down for you as far as how much sugar is actually
You'll be blown away.
Yeah, these things that you're drinking, guys, it's eye-opening. We're gonna have a really eye-opening demonstration for you. So I hope you will join us Monday, same time as this, 3 p.m. PST. And guys, we have our trivia winner. Not only did she tell us the 3 packaging traps to make us fat, but she also told us the habit hack.
The habit hack.
And our winner is
Janet Plantine.
Thank you so much, Janet. Round of applause. applause
Hey,
for
Janet.
Janet. Everybody here's excited for you, Janet.
Janet, do us a favor and email us at orders@fbbcapproved.com and say, I'm a winner, and we're going to send you out your free jar of the vegan protein.
We are sending
and
you
thank you so much
this.
for watching.
Janet, thank you for hanging out with us. I hope you make these cookies. They are really, really good. All right, guys, it's Friday. I hope you have something fun planned this weekend. If you're a dad, happy Father's Day. I hope that everyone in your life just pampers you, lets you know how loved and appreciated you are. Head to fbbcapproved.com to take advantage of Aaron's lost his mind and put 31% off everything
Dad
sale.
31 until Sunday. Pick up some protein, make some cookies, and have an awesome weekend. We're so excited to be here, a part of your fitness journey, and we'll see you on Monday at 3 o'clock.
Bye, guys. See you Monday.
See ya.
Have
Happy
a great
Friday.
weekend.